convention.
Oh, that's the big titty convention. However,
if you want a man who is going to respect you and want to actually see more than what it is that he is getting in the club, cover it up. And that is something that I do know for sure that has worked for me. I've only gotten the classy dudes at a club to buy me a drink as opposed to when I got my shit up.
Oh, okay, hold on. Since you mentioned that, exactly, now we can start, my version now. So the girls that actually have it all pop out kind of thing. So it's not acceptable for them to do that, is what you're saying?
I didn't say it wasn't.
Oh, okay, but what are you saying then?
I didn't say that it wasn't.
So then what are you saying?
You're going to get what it is that you're attracting.
So you think, because the girl...
There's a big difference. Whenever I used to go out, and trust me, I was a club rat.
Uh-huh.
Probably up until I was about 22, 23.
Oh.
4 nights out of the week, I was always in a club. Have no idea how the hell I had the energy for that. Do college full time.
Hey, you had fun.
Party full time, but listen, you do what you gotta do when you're young, you know?
Exactly.
If I just wanted to go out and get fucked, then you show your boobs. You're gonna show your titty. You're gonna show your ass.
So what you're saying is when they're doing that, they're attracting for a one-nighter, or they're attracting to be with somebody? I want to hear the truth.
You're one-nighter.
Okay, so that's the truth. That's the real truth.
When you want to go home with somebody, you want to bring somebody home, you just want to fuck in the parking lot, you to get your rocks off. There's nothing wrong with that.
And that's such a fucking lady. I'm gonna say.
Then you just show your shit. You put your shit on display, and there you have it.
So we're being.
And I'm not saying that if you're taking this to offense, then obviously you're not confident in what it is that you're doing.
Oh,
because when I was
again,
22 and I'm showing my shit, I was confident that I'm going to bring somebody home that day. I just love when ladies go out and they show their shit because they feel like they have to.
Right.
Because that's what women do. Because that's what they feel is sexy, and then they get upset and they get mad when they're not being treated like a lady. Well, you're not wearing a lady uniform, so that you're not going to get treated that way.
Right.
I mean, as what I'm saying that makes sense. It's just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but
building is very important.
Yeah.
Because obviously you're putting on, it's a display.
Right.
So, if you want a gentleman to come shop at your store, then you got to put out the classy clothes.
Oh. So so you're trying to get, okay, so if you're going to give advice like that, isn't it the fact that if she's rocking stilettos, what does that mean then? Is it the same thing?
Well, it depends on what kind of stilettos. It depends on what kind of outfit that she's wearing.
Oh. So the outfit, so what you're saying is the outfit...
Women can be sexy without having to show your shit off.
Okay.
There's a way that you can pull that off without having to put everything on full display.
Oh, okay.
That's just the truth.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Sometimes I like to see it from.
You need to go to a club in a freaking cardigan.
Well, yeah. Well, I was gonna say. I mean, now you're talking about turn the lights off, turn it off, turn it off.
Or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, you had me a little nervous there for a second.
No. I've got plenty of outfits that are sexy as hell.
Yeah.
But it's not necessary to show everything off. Is what I'm saying.
All right.
There's outfits that I've seen these girls in clubs that are just like, and then you wonder why somebody wants to, ask you, all right, how much do you charge? Because you look like a fucking whore. You're wearing a whore uniform. To quote Dave Chappelle.
Do I smell whore? I am. I'm not even gonna lie.
Anyway, moving along. Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power, right?
Knowledge is power.
Oh, they're locked up right now.
A stupid girl. You may be cute for the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But after that, it's really annoying.
That means that's Patron. I'm sorry. At that point, you already know where that already went.
Yeah. I mean, after a while, it may be cute while you're at the club, but then after a fact, you're still walking around and you still can't hold a decent conversation.
Oh, yeah.
It's like nails on the chalkboard.
Okay, well, I can see that.
So, ladies, empower yourself. Read. Read as much as you possibly can. Know the basics, just like with the fellas.
Right.
Politics, current events, both local and foreign, music, all that kind of stuff. Just know about it.
Yeah.
Read about it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you got to sit here and study. But what I'm saying is, I mean, it would be nice. If you have an education, even better.
Yeah.
But if you don't, for whatever reason, that's okay. That doesn't mean anything.
All right.
So long as you know what the heck is going on and you have a full grasp about the world around you, let me tell you, that's sexy as fuck. It's probably sexier than wearing stilettos.
True. Educated in mind is quite sexy, especially. Yes. Very highly intelligent, the sexier.
Right?
Tell me what the news is today. You might get some. I'm just saying.
Hey, Tony.
Oh, the weather. Oh, the weather.
I'm sure your next will go over and be like, hey, Tony, did you know that Justin Bieber, he got arrested today? Oh, yeah. It's going down.
Oh, it's over now. Did she say rain with a chance of clouds?
It's easy.
All joking aside, educated people have better conversations. Honest to God, that's the truth. I mean, you can't say it differently.
Right.
Yeah. So be a lady about it. You know. Be a freak out. Be a freak outside the. Not outside the bed. I mean, in the house still, but we definitely appreciate it.
You could be a freak in the kitchen, and the living room, and the bathroom.
Yeah.
On the roof, in the garage. It's all good.
Yeah. Are you setting me up for tomorrow? Is that what you're doing? You're not being a ladylike right now.
Listen, I already had the disclaimer. I am rough around the edges. I wasn't promising a thing. Anyway, moving on. Get them. And when you get some principles, stick to them.
Yes.
Have a code of conduct.
Yes.
And adhere to them at all times. Don't stay out late. Don't go crazy. Be polite. I do have a little bit of issue with this. A little bit. Not a whole lot.
Yeah.
A little bit. Specifically, when you're out and you're hanging out with just your girls, then by all means, live it up, have fun, be crazy. Live a life that you definitely don't have to tell everybody what your story is. Have enough fun to be mysterious. Have enough fun to be bad. But when you're going out on a date, or if you're with a gentleman, then stick to these principles. Don't stay out too late. And don't be crazy while you're with this man that you're trying to get.
Yeah.
Because a real man, he's going to have principles also.
True. A real gentleman, by the way.
Right. So stick to your code of conduct. Then once you know who it is that you're dealing with, then act accordingly.
Exactly. I agree.
Because not all gentlemen are actually real gentlemen while they're at home.
Oh, yeah.
They may look nice on the outside,
yeah.
But then when you get them home, they're a thug. That's nice. That's sexy right there.
So that's your game like that then. So you like a thug in the house, but a gentleman outside the house. Just like I like that.
I
like that. You actually got me going on that one. I like that one. That's the first time I've heard that before. I like that. I like that.
No, I told you, I'm a different kind of girl. I'm a different breed.
No, ain't nothing wrong with that. Gentlemen, and doing your thing, making that money, being that breadwinner outside the house, dog and bedroom bully at home. How about that? I like that. I like that. I actually like that. I'm gonna have to revisit that on that kind of show kind of thing. I like that.
Wear a suit from the street and your Timbs at home. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I'm putting a suit on now.
And then, you know what's even hotter?
What?
Somebody who's like, looks like he's a CEO, let's say, of like a Fortune 500 company, right?
Right.
And then you get home, so he's all decked out in like his suit and his nice shoes, and he smells nice and everything. His hair's all done, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Then comes home, takes his shit off, gets ready for the rest of his night or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Comes out like baggy pants and like Timbs, and he has like a t-shirt on. And he's got tattoos. What? You know, like the good and bad, boy, all wrapped up into one. That's hot.
Wow, it sounded like she just had an orgasm on the radio, yo.
I did, a little bit.
That's what I'm just gonna say.
That's hot.
I see. I think nice going on the description of your future husband there. She's like, I'm scoping all your mothers out now.
You know, when you're looking flashy on the outside, but yet you can come home and like fix a car and get all greasy. Oh my god, that's hot.
Wow. Fellas, make sure you're a handyman at home and be the handyman she needs.
We're not talking about the guys. We're talking about the ladies.
I got my toolbox, baby. Finish, I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue.
We're fucking, this is a mess. This is going a whole other direction, yes?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, get a hobby.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously.
Girl, such as get anything, a sport, an instrument, an art. You know, if you like to paint, then do that. It makes you more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Having a passion is very, very attractive. And it shows that you're not lazy, that you're diligent, and that you strive for self-improvement.
Okay.
Yeah. That's always a good thing.
That does sound. Oh, yeah.
You know.
Also.
Not just that, but it's also, too, to have, like to be involved in, like, charity.
Yeah.
That's also good, too.
Oh, yeah. And also learn, make sure you know the art of the conversation. Yeah. Like you said before, I agree. I agree with a lot of the stuff you said tonight. I'm actually interested. We didn't get to the hardcore stuff. Yeah.
You got to pay attention to how you talk.
Exactly.
Enunciate your words. Steer clear of saying, any curse words.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Before you speak. Listen, like I said, this is me expressing my raw self.
Yeah.
When I'm at work, it's all business.
Exactly.
And I've had so many people. Number 7 is extremely important because sometimes, like, that, it makes people look as if they are a sellout.
True.
Let me tell you something right now. I did not spend $25,000 on an education just for myself. Never mind how much my parents spent on my education. For me to not express that and let people know that I'm intelligent.
All right. Let them know.
I'm not being a sellout because I actually bought these words and I'm using them.
Ooh, oh no! What is that?
If you really want to know that you want to command respect, you got to respect others. But
True.
By respecting yourself is really what you're going to attract.
Okay.
Respect from other people, and by that means taking care of yourself with everything that it is that I've said so far, but especially true by advertising your intelligence. And again, this does not mean that you have to go to a 4-year, 8 years in school. That just means that you are intelligent enough to maintain an intelligent conversation.
Right.
You're only going to attract the people, and you're going to attract judgment when you decide that this is how it is that you're going to speak. And no, you're not selling out. I'm still Boricua. I'm still from Brentwood, and I will still beat your ass. But
Ooh.
I'm going to